Here's a truth that might surprise you. Confidence isn't something you're either born with or not. It's not some magical gift reserved for celebrities, CEOs, or that one friend who always seems to know what to say at parties. In fact, confidence is way simpler and more accessible than most people think. And if you've ever told yourself, I'll feel confident once I lose weight, once I get that promotion, once I'm more interesting, well, I've got news for you. You don't have to wait. You can start building confidence today, with simple steps that actually work. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why. Think of this video like having coffee with a friend who's about to share a few life-changing secrets. I'm not here to lecture you or drown you in psychology jargon. I'm here to show you that building confidence is surprisingly simple once you understand how it really works. So, grab your drink, get comfy, and let's break this down together. Here's what we're going to cover. 1. The confidence myth. The big lie most people believe that actually keeps them stuck. 2. The small wins principle. The surprisingly simple way confidence actually grows. 3. The action loop. How to turn confidence into a habit, so it sticks with you for life. Sound good? Okay, let's dive in. The confidence myth. Let's start with a question. When you picture a confident person, what comes to mind? Maybe someone walking into a room with their head high, shaking hands like they own the place, or someone giving a speech without breaking a sweat. Or maybe it's that friend who always says what they want at a restaurant without second-guessing themselves. Here's the myth. Most people think confidence is a personality trait. You either have it, or you don't. That confident people were just born with it, and the rest of us, well, tough luck. But here's the truth. Confidence isn't a trait. It's a skill. Think about it. Were you born knowing how to ride a bike? No. You fell, scraped your knees, wobbled around until bam, one day you were doing it without thinking. Confidence works exactly the same way. It's not about being fearless, or being loud, or pretending to have your life figured out. It's about repetition, practice, and stacking proof for yourself that you can handle things. The problem? Most of us wait for confidence before taking action. We think, once I feel confident, I'll apply for that job, ask that person out, start that project. But confidence doesn't come first. Action does. The small wins principle. Okay, so if confidence isn't something you're born with, how do you build it? Here's where the small wins principle comes in, and it's honestly one of the simplest, most underrated ways to grow confidence. Confidence doesn't grow from one giant leap. It grows from stacking little victories. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to start going to the gym but you feel intimidated. Instead of telling yourself, I have to go 5 days a week and lift like The Rock, start with something embarrassingly small, like, put on your sneakers and walk into the gym once, or even smaller, do 5 push-ups in your living room. Why? Because your brain doesn't build confidence from intentions, it builds it from evidence. And when you show yourself, hey, I said I'd do this tiny thing, and I actually did it, that's a win. Then tomorrow, you stack another one, and another. Suddenly, instead of waiting for confidence, you're building it brick by brick. And here's the secret, your wins don't have to be big. In fact, the smaller and easier they are, the faster you'll start to feel that momentum. Because consistency, not intensity, is what rewires your brain to believe in yourself. I call this the snowball effect of confidence. One little push, and it starts rolling. And if you're thinking, really? 5 push-ups? That's too small. That's the point. The smaller it feels, the easier it is to do. And the easier it is to do, the more likely you'll stick with it. Which leads to, you guessed it, more confidence. The action loop. Now, here's where it all comes together. The action loop. It's 3 simple steps. Action, evidence, confidence. Every time you take action, you create evidence for yourself. That evidence, no matter how small, feeds your confidence. And the more confident you feel, the more likely you are to take the next action. And then the loop repeats. It's like this. You don't become confident by thinking your way into it. You become confident by doing, by giving your brain proof that you're capable. Want to get better at speaking up in meetings? Start by asking one small question. Want to start a YouTube channel? Film a 30-second clip on your phone, just for yourself. Want to make new friends? Smile at one person today. Each tiny action feeds the loop. Each loop builds momentum. And before you know it, you're looking back at all the evidence you've stacked, and you realize, you are confident, not because you faked it, but because you built it. And listen, I get it. This might sound almost too simple, but that's exactly why it works. Confidence doesn't live in your head. It lives in your actions. So if you've been waiting for that magical day when you'll finally feel ready, stop waiting. You don't need a giant transformation. You just need your first small win. Let's recap real quick. Confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. You build it through the small wins principle, tiny, repeatable actions, and you reinforce it through the action loop, action, evidence, confidence. That's it. Simple, doable, Proven. So here's my challenge for you. What's one small action you can take today that your future self will thank you for? Write it down. Do it. Stack that first win, and watch your confidence grow. And hey, if this video gave you a little boost, hit that like button so more people can see it. Drop a comment sharing your small win for today. I'd love to cheer you on. And of course, subscribe for more simple, practical ways to level up your life. Remember, confidence isn't something you're waiting on. It's something you're building, one simple step at a time. See you in the next one.